Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be doing something like my last video. I'm going to be doing another scary stories, but this one will be based more on a Ouija board. So without further ado, let's just get right to it. Cindy was, oh wait, sorry, let me start over. I was only 13. I was the middle child within a large, devotee Christian family. I had 3 older sisters, a younger sister, and a younger brother. At some point during the 8th grade, a friend let me borrow a ouija board one weekend, and that weekend, me and my older sisters played with the board. We did it in secret, late at night, because they knew how strongly our parents would disapprove. That weekend, the mysterious talking board mesmerized me. I became obsessed with it. I could think of nothing else, and soon had a list of questions that I wanted to ask the board. I had an hour every day after school where I was alone in the house before my older sister returned from high school. So Monday afternoon, right after getting home from school, I cautiously crept up my room, set up the ouija board on my bed, and gently laid my fingertips on the pointer. After just 10 minutes of sitting quietly, the planchette started to jerk softly across the board. It spelled out, "Hi." A breath caught my throat. "Hi," I answered. "Who are you?" Jake. It shocked me. Jake was a friend of mine that died in a car accident in the 4th grade. "Jake, is it really you?" I stood up, my arm shaking with excitement. The pointer moved quickly up to yes. Over the next hour, Cindy held a conversation with Jake. Every day after school, I would race up to my room and have a conversation with Jake about my life, about my future. But after a few days, the conversations became darker and angrier. By the second week, I had the impression that I wasn't talking with Jake, but instead with a dark and terrible imposter. Finally, by the end of the second week, the entity revealed itself as a demon and threatened me that if I told anyone about their conversations, I would die. That Friday night, when my sisters got home, they found me curled up in a corner crying. It took a week in mental facility before I could recover from emotional damage that the entity caused me during those 2 fatal weeks of my childhood. Okay, on to my second story. One summer, okay, I just want to clear, this story is not about me, but it's about a few of my friends. One summer, 3 middle school boys discovered an ouija board in a trash bin outside a local apartment building. Tom, the oldest, was terribly cruel to the younger boy, Josh. He would often punch Josh jokingly in the arm, but so hard that it could bruise. Other times, he would call Josh stupid or a retard. The third boy, Chris, would avoid the abuse by maintaining silent. Secretly, Chris and Josh disliked Tom's behavior, but they tolerated it because they had no other friends. That summer, the 3 boys took the discovered ouija board to Tom's house, where he was alone most of the time anyway. His father was always working, and his mom had passed away years earlier. As the 3 boys sat in the middle of the living room with their hands on the planchette, they became bored after 20 minutes of waiting. When they were just about to give up, the planchette budged. Finally, it spelled out, "Get away." "Get away? I live here," Tom said. The planchette started moving more briskly in a figure 8. "Now." "That's weird. I wonder what it means," Chris said, glancing at Tom and Josh. He looked back at the board. "Where should we go?" Chris asked. "ITHURTS. This is stupid," Tom said. He looked at Josh and Chris. "You guys are doing it. Let's test it." "Josh, let go." Josh removed his hands from the planchette. Now ask it a question that only you will know, Tom ordered. Josh immediately asked, "Who's the person who keeps hitting on me?" Tom gave Josh a nasty glare, but the planet ship was already moving quickly. "Ask Tom," it answered. "This is stupid," Tom said. "Dad," the board spelled. "Huh?" Chris said, staring at the board. "I think this question is for Tom." He glanced up at Josh, and they exchanged confused expressions. "Dad," it spelled again. Tom's breathing started to race. His face turned red, and sweat formed on his brow. "Dad," it spelled for a third time. Tom jumped and ran from the other room crying. It was the first time Josh and Chris had ever seen or heard Tom crying. They only learned a few days later that Tom's father routinely abused him. Somehow the Ouija board knew Tom's innermost secret. Okay, so I think I'll do a few more, but, so yeah, hold on, let me just put on my bracelet. Ah, is anyone here? Okay, no one's here. I just want to say you can buy the Ouija board for $29.99, but I wouldn't recommend it. Okay. My friend had mentioned that she had an Ouija board, so I asked her to pull the board out so I could check it. At first she said no, but then agreed to do it, as long as she didn't have to participate. After she had the board set up, I asked, "Is there anyone in here?" Nothing. So being a dumb teenager, I said, "If anything is in here and not talking, you're a coward." The board was put away after that. Fast forward about a week later, and having me sleeping upstairs on my couch. I woke up in a stereotypical stormy night. Thunder and lightning, wind and rain, the works. I looked round to see why I woke up and couldn't see a thing, and decided to try to fall back asleep. After laying there for about 30 seconds, I heard from downstairs, "Get the boy," in a very raspy, wispy voice. I opened my eyes and listened. Nothing. Start to go back to sleep. "Get the boy." It was much louder this time. Then my downstairs door slammed shut. I freak out because nobody slept down there, and we had no drafts. Nothing really happened after that. I learned my lesson. Girl. Sorry. So I'm gonna do my last Ouija board story. Sorry if it's a little laggy. My internet is kind of slow. So without further ado, let's get right into it, shall we? We shall. Well, I would just like to say I'm going to be doing some more YouTube videos. I just need like more ideas. So if anyone has any ideas, just send it to me, and I'll for surely think about doing them, as long as they're not like too much money or like too scary. Like, I'm just telling you, I'm not going to be doing any Ouija board. I can read it, but I'm not doing it. I promise you that. So without further ado, let's actually get started. I was about 12 or 13, spending the night at a friend's house, goofing around with the Ouija board, with him and his sister. We were getting all sorts of gibberish, plus words spelled out, just kind of scaring ourselves for fun, not taking it very serious. Then we got the message, "I can see you through the window." And then I could see you through his eyes, or something like that. There was just a small window in the basement room where we were. sorry, there was a small window in the basement room where we were, and just the backyard and woods past the driveway visible through that window. We asked it more questions, and it said, "I'm under the car." So we somehow got up the nerve to go out with a flashlight and peer under the car, where we saw a huge black stray cat hissing. We ran inside, freaking out, and at the exact moment the power failed and all the lights in the house went out. We just about exactly pooped ourselves. A few minutes later, the power came back and we sat up until dawn. That moment, scared, and never played with the board again. Oh, me, I don't want to stop. I want to do one more. You can't stop me. If you don't like it, then leave. Here we go. My two best friends, M and L for this story, and I played the Ouija board at M's house. It was going fine until M asked the spirit how it had died, and it said murder. She asked how it had been murdered, and it said, "Not I." It gave its name as something older than I can no longer remember, and gave us a date in the 1800s. It started to get heavy. The whole room felt different. The little thing on the board was ripped out of our hands and went across the room. We stopped playing immediately after that. M's mom died of cancer a week later. Very, very suddenly. Nobody knew. Probably a coincidence, but Elle's mom was hospitalized for a serious drinking problem not long after that, and then mine had an emergency hysterectomy the same week. I have since then experienced things that I don't think I would have thought this experience. Voices, a dark shadow, footsteps. I wonder if I'm haunted sometimes. Still, it's been 9 years. Okay. So, I feel like I should do one more, but I feel like I'm kind of getting, like, scared. But, I feel like I could do it. Should I do it? Okay, I'll do one more, okay? Just one more. Just one more. Sorry, there's something wrong with my computer. Hold on, give me a sec. Wait, what the? No. Okay, I'm going to... Wait, hold on. Hello? Okay, there's something seriously wrong with my Chromebook. Okay. I'm having a few technical difficulties.
Buddy wins.
Okay, what? Hold on. Well, I don't know what's happening. Hey, hey guys, it's me again. So there's something going on with my Chromebook. So, thank you all for watching, and see you guys next time. Goodbye!